Hey crafters, it's Janet with Crafting It Up in Creations, coming at you today with a super fun idea to make your own DIY ribbon bookmarks or binders. So these could be used to either use in place of a bookmark, or you can bind it around your book or your planner or anything that you want to kind of keep held together, or even mark a spot. So I've made a ton of these, and I'll go over all the ones I've made at the very end so that you can get certain ideas from this if you already have even made your own. And I have made some that connect and some that just lay separate, and you can do all kinds of different things with these. And later on I will do packaging, because I'm going to put some of these in a craft show, and so I'll include that in this is kind of part of my craft show series, and I'll do the packaging later to show you how to make really cute packaging. So these are just some ways that I've used it where you could use it on the book. These embellishment boxes are really popular now, and I've had fun adding them to the shaker boxes that I've made, and I'm going to post on my eBay store. So, and this is just me showing using those, and of course you can see all my crafty mess in the background. So this is the elastic cord. You can get this at Walmart. The one on the left is from Walmart. It's very pretty. And then they also have these separate containers. It's Merchant 41, I believe, and these came from Hobby Lobby. They are $2.99 a pack. But as usual, Hobby Lobby typically puts these on sale, 50% off, and it's quite frequently that they will put their ribbon 50% off, and this is included. Now this is some other elastic cord that I got from Walmart as well. It's got this really pretty galaxy print. As you can see, I've already used a lot of this other cording. And then here's some with little pineapples on it, and there's yellow. And then I even have some breast cancer awareness ribbon as well. So I just really love these. I think they are so pretty. These have kind of like a gold foil on them. And these are little pink flamingos. They're really pretty. So Merchant 41, it's listed as decorative trim, but it was all together. Now if you don't have a Hobby Lobby nearby, certainly Walmart does have a lot to choose from. It's in their jewelry section, but this is actually from the Dollar Tree, and these of course are head wraps, and you could cover that little silver piece with just about anything, or you can dangle stuff from it with jump rings, and it's definitely a cheaper option because you get 12 of those. So here we are with the galaxy looking print. Now you can kind of tell, where the fold is where it was wrapped around the packaging that it came in, but it's so pretty. I love this tie-dye galaxy kind of look. So there is one later that kind of looks more tie-dyed, but this is like a galaxy print. And what I do is I kind of just measure it out to just however long I want to, or even eyeball it sometimes. And I try to just trim that about as straight as I can get it. And then I'm going to use some hot glue, and I'm just going to fold it over onto itself so that it has like a finished edge and it's not all jagged. So this way, as you can tell, even if I don't cut it entirely straight, I can rectify that. I'm just going to fold it over on itself, and you just hold it for a couple of seconds. And I'm using a low temp glue gun. So even if you just wait like about 5 seconds, even if you touch the glue, I wasn't actually burned this time for once. And this is just a really cute little ribbon slide. And you just pull it onto there. And this says, "I love you to the moon and back." And I thought that was perfect with this galaxy print. And I've slid it onto there. And then I'm trying to decide how far to go up with it. So then I just place down some more hot glue and attach those two pieces together and hold them in place. Now if the glue comes out a little along the sides, you just pull it off, and even cut it if you have to, just to kind of clean up that edge, because I tend to use a lot. This is a detail glue device, and it's one of my favorite. I bought this one actually on Amazon. And here again is Fantasy Rose ribbon by Merchant 41. I think it's just beautiful. It's just kind of got this little silver detail in it. And this one, I'm actually going to fold each corner in to make it pointy. So this is just a little bit different way of doing it. I'm going to snip off a little bit of that in there. And I'm going to do both sides. And then I'm going to attach it's kind of like a huge jump ring almost. And I'm going to attach it to this as well, just to give me a different look. And I'm going to show you a little trick on this, or just some advice, I guess, before you make the mistake I did. You want to kind of pull that taunt so that it kind of wraps itself around that little O-ring. And we're going to add a little bit of the hot glue again. And when I fold it over, I'm going to pull it just a little bit tight. Now, a lot of times it will kind of stick to that O-ring, but not always. But you can kind of wiggle that so that it won't do it. And this, of course, is the only thing about hot glue because it's kind of stringy, but it's easily rectified. And so there it is with kind of a finished look. And I'm going to show you when I wrap the other one around the other side what it would look like if you don't kind of pull it taut. So if you don't pull it, it kind of will just free float, and that may be the look you're going for, but I kind of liked pulling it tight so that it kind of wrapped around that area. And you just pinch it right at that base to add it. And then I'm going to glue that one together too. And like I say, as usual, I typically add way too much hot glue. You can use other glues as well. I just find that this really does hold well, and it just worked. And it was instant gratification. And so you can hang a little charm from this ring. I've got a little flip-flop here. I do a lot of jewelry, so I have tons of charms. And right now, Hobby Lobby has a lot of different things in their jewelry department, 50% off. Now, this is a really pretty peacock feather one. I got this one at Walmart as well. I think it was in with that set that had the green and the orange. And I just wanted to show you that these two, they're both from Walmart, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but it may be because there is printed color all the way across here. And I didn't get any of those when I received them from Hobby Lobby, or maybe I do one. I do have a floral one, but if you pull them too taut, then they kind of lose their image. So you want to cut off enough where you're not pulling it too tight. And then here I'm showing these are on the cord. They had a lot of different ones of those on clearance at Hobby Lobby, but it's just where you can run that elastic cord right through it. And it just gives it a little pop of something. So some of these I was basically keeping pretty light. I wasn't adding a whole lot to them, especially if I was just using the band itself. And there's a cross. And these are like little tassels. They are so stinking cute. These were $1.49. Typically, they always run stuff like that 50% off at times that they're on sale. So a lot of that stuff was even more. So if that was a regular $3.99, you could have got it for $1.99. Well, they had it for $1. So it was a really good deal. These were 99 cents. I picked up about 3 sets of these. I love them. I love the little shooting star and the moon. And I'm kind of just going to show you all the different ones I bought. This is Hope. It was $1.24. But they had so much to choose from. I couldn't believe it when I was in there the other day. I knew that people said that they had marked down a lot of things. And of course, I scoured their paper crafting area, and I didn't see a whole lot on clearance. And the area that I went in is Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's kind of where James Madison University is, and it's the biggest store in our area. It's about an hour and a half away from where I live, so it's not very easy for me to get there all that often. I still probably end up getting there at least once a month, but the other closer one is like Beckley, West Virginia, which is just as far away, and there's also one in Christiansburg now, Virginia. But look at that beautiful Bless. That was so pretty. I did use both of those. These were 49 cents. It's the same little knot, and I remember actually paying $1 for those. And I thought they were really cute. And of course, you can always still use the on the cord for the leather bracelets and different things that they have already in that section. But this was just another way to use those. But like I say, I picked up a bunch. Here were some with a gold and a silver and kind of like a copper tassel. And then these are little gems hanging from them. They had just so many different ones to choose from. These are like little postcards. I just love those. It even says I love you on the back, and it even has the postcard imprint on the back of it. They were really... And then these were my absolute favorite. I had gotten those before, and then they had these on clearance as well. If they'd had more than one, I would have gotten them. I love these little arrows. They're really stinking cute. And of course, other arrows. And then this one's my very favorite. I love dream catchers. And then I did find a few charms that they had on clearance as well. Of course, these are just little Eiffel Towers. And then this is instant gratification jewelry. This is something that you can make fairly quickly. Like all the components kind of come together where you can just add them onto their bracelets. And they even have like snap-on jewelry. And some of it's really cute, but I just have not bought a lot of the instant gratification simply because it's more expensive, and it often has not been on sale when I've been in there. They were this week, last week now. They were on sale, but that's the first time I've ever seen that line on sale when I've been there. I guess typically either it runs on sale when I'm not there, or I just miss it. So these are little ribbon holders, and they have little teeth in them, and you clamp them down onto the ribbon, and you can add the clasps on the end, either the lobster claw or whatever that you want to. But I used jump rings and added little dangles to the ends of the bookmarks, and some of them I even enclosed together, even with putting that little ribbon end on them. And I picked up those little earring things too, but I don't use those in this video. So I did end up buying some larger jump rings. The jewelry shop stuff was all 50% off last week. And I have tons of jump rings, but I don't have a lot of the larger jump rings. I got some small, and then I got some of these bigger ones in the gold and like that antique gold look too. And I figured that I could even attach those with those larger ones, and could have even wrapped the ribbon around those as well. But I didn't end up doing that this time. Like I say, I still may make more, but I made a ton of these. Look at this. Kind people are my kind of people. I just got it for the saying. Oh, they also have tools on sale. So these are normally $6.99. They're little small flat nose pliers, and they're wonderful for getting opening up jump rings and adding different things. And I have tons of tools, but $1.64 or $1.74 was a great deal. These are the bent nose pliers, and then they also had the round nose pliers. And these are really good quality. I have another pair that I use quite often, but these have just a smaller tip to them, so that I can even make that hole even smaller with those. Okay, and now I wanted to show you just how to make a little pin loop. So you just take any of those binder clips, and you can get these at the Dollar Tree. You can get them anywhere, Walmart, any stationery supply store like Staples or Office Max. And I'm just going to put down a little bit of that hot glue, and press my ribbon, and I kind of try to get it down into that groove as much as I can, and then I push on it and hold that into place until that glue dries. And then I'm going to loop it around and try to decide exactly how big that I want that loop. If you make it too big, your pen will kind of fall through, but if you make it too small, it's kind of hard to get it in and out of there. So you may even want to measure it against your pen as well. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to glue the other side. And like I say, I try to tuck it down into that little groove and then push down on the glue so it spreads out as much as it can, and hold that in place. And then you stick your pen down in it, and you can attach it to your traveler's notebook, to your journal, to your planner, and it works out really well. And I made quite a few of these, so I'm just going to show some of the different ones I made. I used a lot of the different elastics that I already had, and I even thought about taking some of these to work to attach to our clipboards, just to put a pin against all of them. I thought that would be kind of a neat idea, or even just for myself, for my shift. So here's one of the little sliders on the bands, and I'm kind of just going to go through and show you all the different ones I made. And there's so many of them. So this might just give you different ideas of different ones that you could do. And certainly you could, of course, leave them plain. Some of these elastic ribbons are so pretty just on their own. But some of these little sliders really add to it. And kind of like a little surprise on it when you look at them too. Even if they're quite small, like some of them are. I really love that shooting star and the moon. But I couldn't even tell you how many I made. And like I say, I plan to do packaging. I want to do small embellishments as well. But I think these would be fun to add to the embellishment boxes, and of course to friend mail and different things. These will be great teacher gifts. And I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna put some of these in a craft sale, so we'll see how they do. I think I've seen other people make these here on YouTube as well, so you could get other ideas from that. You can go on Pinterest. I did see some on Pinterest, but they were mostly using actual ribbon, not the elastic ribbon. And what made me think that I wanted to add stuff to these were the fact that I added the bottle cap shakers to some of them for the eBay auctions that I'm going to do with the little bottle cap shaker mix, where you can make your own shakers. And that'll be with my Craft With Me series. And I'll link those videos down below as well. I'm going to try to learn how to do playlists and different things. So when I folded that ribbon over, I did add these little ribbon clasps, and you just take your pliers and squeeze it down onto those. I wish I had that in the video itself, but I had made so many of these that I realized that I never did actually film that part of it. But it's very simple. All of this is actually very simple. I just hope that maybe I've given you a few tips, like folding it over and pulling it kind of taut, if you wanted to add an O-ring, and just different ideas of what little charms you can add to it as well, just to take it a little extra, further, than just being plain. So certainly they look pretty plain, but they look even cuter like this, and you can personalize them so much. There's one here that I'm considering giving in my sister-in-law because it's got a little cross hanging from it. So these are little tassels. You can get those from just any of the jewelry stores, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, even Tuesday Morning has them. So create your own sunshine. I love that one, and it's got a little special bead hanging on there. And I tried to even match up some of the gems to the color of the ribbon as well, which I have so many gems. It's not even funny. So when you go to try to look for stuff to add specifically to just one, it makes it rough because I've got a lot of stuff to go through. I've got this really cool resin mermaid tail and some little seashells. I'll put that one on the pineapple one. These little hearts are actually Tim Holtz hearts. And this is the one that I was wanted to give my sister-in-law. Nope, I'm lying. This is not the one. This one's a different one. This is a feather, and it's got one of those Swarovski crystals in it. It's so pretty. And I tried to choose some of the findings that I knew that just would kind of make it stick out and pop. I love some of these sayings, like not all who wander are lost. And it just makes me think to keep the faith. And then there's a little locket in behind that one. I love anything galaxy inspired, and I love the moon and the sun and the stars, and adding that to different pieces that I already make as well. So I thought it was a lot of fun to add those to these two. Like I say, I hope you guys enjoy all of these. I hope I've given you some ideas. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, and that lets me know to keep making videos like this. This is the one for my sister-in-law. It kind of helps me realize if people do like this kind of thing, then I'll keep making them. It's a long process, you know. I had an hour and a half of footage to try to jumble down, and I made this into 30 minutes, and I had such a hard time even taking more off of it. So, but like I say, if you enjoy these, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know which one was your favorite, if you have a favorite. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of the Crafting It Up family. And of course, when you hit subscribe, that'll let you know each and every time I upload a video, so you won't miss anything. And like, I don't know if you've noticed, but anytime that you like a certain video or a certain content, a lot of times when you bring back up your YouTube account, it will give you different videos with that same type of content in your queue, and it helps introduce you to other wonderful crafters that are here on YouTube that take a lot of time and dedication to make these wonderful videos. So that's one other way that hitting that like button helps you out as much as it does me. So thanks a lot. I hope you all take care and enjoy the rest of the bookmarks that I made, and thanks again for watching. Love you all. Bye.